98 Degrees share the hardest thing about re-recording their hits for their album Full Circle. For nearly 30 years, 98 Degrees have been creating romantic pop and R&B ballads that have stood the test of time. Whether it was their 1997 debut single, Invisible Man, their first major hit, Because of You, or their sultry Spanglish single, Give Me Just One Night, Una Noche, Jeff Timmons, Justin Jeffer, and brothers Drew and Nick Lachey have stayed true to their boy band's DNA. The singers are back with new music and re-recordings of their classics with Full Circle, their first non-Christmas album in 12 years. The 11-track record includes 5 new songs and 6 re-recordings, including I Do, Cherish You, and The Hardest Thing. The group tells Today.com about the importance of reclaiming their catalog and their career by taking ownership of their work, as well as the meticulous process of finding the exact sounds they used in the originals. When taking a fresh yet faithful approach to their hits, 98 Degrees had one thing in mind: maintaining the original essence of the song. When you re-record known songs that we've had over the years, I think there's 2 approaches, right? You can go for a completely different interpretation of that song, or try and keep it as close to the original as you can. And that was our goal, Nick Lachey tells Today.com. It was to keep it as close to the original. However, during the remaking process, they experienced some challenges, including the advancement of technology and their vocals. It was a little harder to re-record the hits than we thought it would be and to find the right sounds, Jeffer says, before further explaining the process. For instance, some of the sounds, they're hard to find or to identify, because of the advancement in technology. Timmons adds that some of the tools they used back in the day have been recreated in digital versions, but they sound a little bit different. We worked with some really talented young producers that really scoured the internet trying to find those exact sounds, Timmons says. The singers also had to factor in the change in their voices from when they were young adults to now. Nick Lachey says his voice is totally different now than it was back in the 90s, when he first recorded Invisible Man. You change the way you sing it, the lines, the melody, you've changed those in concerts over the years, he says. So it's tricky to go back and actually match, or try and match, what happened 20-some years ago. I think it was actually easier to record the originals than it was to re-record for that reason. The group credits Taylor Swift and Prince as inspiration for the re-recording process and ownership of their music. Swift has famously been re-recording her music after Scooter Braun purchased her former record label, Big Machine Records, in 2019 and became the owner of the master recordings of her first 6 albums. To reclaim her music catalog, she re-reco